Alright then. Last episode was pretty cool. I mean, Chitose is a little bit egotistical, I don't know what to say, chuny, but like, you get what I mean. But these characters, I like them. I like the story, and it can get a little bit annoying sometimes, the light novel-ass dialogue, but I enjoyed Chitose's in the Ramune bottle, and I certainly like that episode 1. Very hype. The Kenta arc is probably the weakest, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, let's just play the episode. Alright, time to get to the actual episode. Let's go! Oh, I don't have subs on. That's weird. That was awkward. Well, yeah, with permission, nothing's a crime if you get permission. Unless, of course, it's pedophilia, then that's still a crime.
お母さんにはちゃんと許可をもらったぞ。
Are you gonna clean that up afterwards? Like, shattered glass is genuinely a fucking health hazard, so you better fucking clean that up.
悪かったな、相棒。
Highball. Fucking makes me think of Psychic K.
そう身構えるなよ。
You have the remote control. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just kind of like, where'd you get that?
腹割って話そうぜ、ケンタ。
急に呼び捨てかよ。
言いたいことがあるなら全部吐き出せばいい。
Already
あるん
first
だろ、
name.
いろいろ。
だったら言ってやるよ。お前ら陽キャはひとまとめに陰キャを見下す。
I said it last episode and I'll say it again. Kenta, he has this mindset that he is worse than the popular kids, right? He doesn't think that they put him down. He puts himself down. He puts Chitose on a pedestal and is like, oh, I can never reach that level. Oh, I'm not like those Ikemen. So it's not that the popular kids look down on him. It's just that he thinks that they do. He looks up to them, right? Which looks up to doesn't really have that same kind of like connotation as look down on, but you get what I mean, right? He puts himself down more than the popular kids do, in my opinion.
たまたま見た目がいいとか運動ができるとかそんだけの理由でせめて
I mean, he's not just athletic or attractive. He's also, I mean, aside from his egotistical sides, he is genuinely a pretty good talker.
ちゃんと俺らと話して人からしてから否定
Oh, fuck. It's this kind of like incel thing, you know? It's like, oh, you judge me before you even get to know me. I'm actually a pretty good guy. Girls never like nice guys kind of deal. It's like, yes, but you're a shut-in, right? You shut yourself off from these popular kids. They never can talk to you because you push yourself away. You immediately think that they won't, right? It's those stereotypes that prevent you from getting with them. And you know what? If they reject you after actually talking with you, then yeah, they are an asshole. If you know, don't annoy them, right? Then they are an asshole. But, I mean, you gotta try first.
しろよ
You can't just be so entitled. You can't just be so entitled to be like, oh, you need to talk to me, and then like be friends with me, and then only reject me. You know, you got like you have to make the first move sometimes. You can't just depend on other people to do it.
先天的な素質があること
Okay,
自体
born with no. I don't think you were born with that. Maybe there is to an extent athleticism, looks are born with, but to me at least, there are a lot of things that make Chitose who Chitose is that aren't really genetic.
否定しないけどな。例えば優子はどんな時でも髪や肌のケアを怠らない。運動部の連中は青春の大半を練習に捧げてるし、ユアだってテスト前は深夜まで勉強してるぞ。
Plain
それ
Jane.
は成功してるやつだけが言える
Well, yeah, because to win you have to put effort in. If you want to be a fucking winner, you gotta put in the effort. You can't just expect success and things to come at you for free. Like, you gotta work for it, man.
セリフだよ結局才能あるやつに勝てないなら頑張っても虚しい
If we can't beat the gifted kids, no matter how hard we try. Are they gifted though? Are they gifted? Like, really think about it. Like, this is why the Markiplier mindset is so important. They might not even be gifted. They could just be in the game longer than you have been, right? That's why you shouldn't compare yourself to them, right? You should compare yourself to yourself. Because there's gonna be people that have been in this game for so much longer than you have, in this industry for so much longer than you have. Markiplier acknowledges that when he makes his movies. He acknowledges that he's not gonna be the best director immediately. Even after 5 movies, 10 movies, 24 movies. He's not gonna be the best director ever, right? And that's okay as long as he makes that continual improvement. As long as you keep continuously improving and keep trying hard, you will eventually be the gifted kid that new generations of you will look up to, right? You don't have to be on the same level as the gifted kids of your generation. You don't. You just have to be on another level to yourself from the previous few months, the previous from before.
だけだろ。
どこまで到達できるかはともかく、支払った時間と情熱の対価として確実に知識や技術は蓄積していく。
Exactly. Right? You can't expect to just be good without experience, right? Even if the gifted kids, like, they are just gifted, working hard and getting that experience is invaluable to natural born talent.
だから自分の可能性を信じてあがくんだ。
You can't just be like, oh, these people are so successful already. I can't fucking compete with them. I shouldn't try. Nah, it's fucking loser mentality.
だいたいうちの高校に入れている時点でお前だって勝ち組だ。県内じゃ下手すりゃ有名な国立大よりハッタリが効くぜ。
Wow, okay, school of
とりあえ
clown.
ず努力に関しては一理あるんだろうけど、コミュ力とかはどうにもならないだろう。
No? What the fuck are you talking about? People's skills you can absolutely do something about. You just need to get out there and start, like, interacting with people. Like, this defeatist mindset of, like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's too hard already. It's like, it's just so lame. It's such a defeatist mind. It's just terrible. It's just a terrible, like, fixed mindset. You gotta approach it with the mindset that you can talk to people. You just gotta break out of your shell a little bit. Yeah, you're a fat loser, but you can change that about yourself, right? Just being fat isn't a bad thing, right? I mean, like, I'm friends with fat people. Like, they're still people. You're still a person. You just gotta not be an asshole. Be a nice guy and be an actual, like, funny, entertaining, and friendly guy. Like, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to people skills. And also be understanding. You know, you gotta understand people's emotions to an extent. It is difficult, right? I'm not gonna say it's not difficult to be able to understand people and interact with people and really charm people, but that's the one thing where you just need effort, right? There's no natural talent to that. It's just you need effort. To an extent, yeah, looks helps. Obviously, looks helps. But in terms of just charming people with words, absolutely, that's a skill that you can have that doesn't really come with genes.
あのな、普通にコミュニケーション取るぐらい簡単だぞ。
Yeah.
とりあえず、なんで、俺も繰り返せばいい。いやー、
Why? Oh, okay. So why I think in me too? I mean, I think you need to add more to it. You see what I did there? Like, I think you need to add more to the phrase than just, oh yeah, I think. Like, there's no, if you don't put anything after that, it's kind of weird. But why can work alone. Me too works alone as well. Just I think just kind of doesn't really work independently. But it is definitely like a start to something.
俺今日めっちゃ眠くてさ。
なんでだよ。
最近ずっとラノベ読んでたんだよね。
俺も好きだけどさ。
Look at that.
そうなんだ。何読んでるの？
俺はヒリア成り上がり系とか。
I mean, yeah, rom-com power fantasies. What can I say? They suck, yes, but I eat them up regardless. Also, yeah, it's genuinely not that hard. Just need to talk to people, right? Find out their interests, talk about your interests a little bit. Just find your passion and talk about it. Like, it's not that simple. And find other people's passion and have them talk about it. It's really not that hard. Just listen, ask meaningful questions a couple times, and that's it. Yeah.
はい、上手にコミュニケーション取れました。
やっぱからかってんじゃねえか。
No.
まさか。俺もラノベ面白いと思ったぞ。ケンタがハマるのも分かった。
嘘つけ。お前がラノベなんて。
Okay, I haven't actually read light novels. I've read some manga, but I genuinely haven't read many light novels.
ヒリアでも恋していいですか。
Whoa.
オタクの俺がギャルビッチに狙われて。
Are these real? Maybe not the titles, but the authors. I feel like this is real.
リア充撲滅委員会に入ったのに、そこでも最底辺な俺の青
Destroy
春。
happy people
タイ
club.
トルだけなら誰でも言えるさ。ヒリ恋のあらすじ言ってみろよ。
分かった。ヒリアに分類される主人公。
Wow, look at that. He actually put in the work. Chitose, whether you love him or hate him, he puts in the work. Like, he recognizes that it's gonna take effort to woo over Kenta. So he actually, over the past week, put in the work, read the light novels, did his homework to be able to relate to him or something, to have a shared like interest, to break the ice, you know.
本当に大丈夫かしら。絶対大丈夫。サクだもん。
Okay, the glaze is crazy. They keep glazing this dude.
この紅茶美味しいですね。そうだ、お母さんは高校時代どん
What the fuck? Who the heck goes up to an Okasa and is like, yo, what were you like back in high school? Like, I get it's not like a weird question. It's just kind of like so out of the blue. Just, oh, this tea is nice. Anyway, what were you like in high school? Like, huh?
な感じだったんですか？
Yo, wait a minute! The free run face up and kind of. It's kind of the free run face up angle.
完璧だ。
こ
Wow.
う見えても読書は趣味なのさ。たく10タイトル読み切るのに1週間かかったぞ。
10 series.
なんでそんなこと。
I want it to relate to you, you know? I want it to be able to get on the same wavelength, have an interest, to break the ice.
俺はな、自分が知りもしないのに他人に便乗して。
Absolutely true. You know, Kenta, to an extent, practices what he preaches against. You know, he's always like, oh, you don't get to know me. You know, you shit on me before you even talk to me. And yet, by saying that, he is stereotyping Chitose into an asshole ikemen. You know, he's trying to shit on Chitose without even getting to know him. And so, in a way, Kenta is a huge hypocrite for criticizing someone before he even gets to know them, while he criticizes people for not getting, for doing that before getting to know him. You know, it's just, damn, I didn't think about that.
叩こうとするやつが死ぬほど嫌いなんだよ。コミュニケーションの本質は相手を知り、自分を知ってほしいと思うこと。その
Well, sometimes communication is just simply you want it's not just you want information from them, but sometimes you want to give information to them as well. I think that's what the heart of communication is.
気持ちをキャッチボールするんだ。ユアやユウコはずっとなんで私はってボールを投げてなかったか。
That's true.
話題がわからないなら素直に聞けばいい。そして自分はどうなのかつ
Yeah, if you don't understand something, if you're not really into a topic, just kind of listen to it, like ask a few meaningful questions, and just show that you genuinely care about what they're talking about. You might not be passionate about it, but they are, right? And it's if they're interested in it, you might as well show at least a little bit, not as much, but enough to show that their passion isn't like misplaced, to show that they have a that their passion isn't like weird or anything, that people care about it.
伝えるんだよ。陽キャは人柄を知ってから否定しろだったか。無責任なイメージだけで否定していたのはどっちだろうな。
See, just what I said. He practices what he preached against. Kenta, fucking hypocrite. What? Bro.
ある偉人の少年時代の逸話がある。
Man, subs, come on, show me the title.
その整った目鼻立ちの少年は勉強も運動も頑張って
Oh. Oh, this is Chitose. So he was naturally born with good looks, but he still put in the work, you know, in terms of athletics, in terms of grades. He still put in the work, right? Chitose is an ikemen, but he's a good-hearted one, and he still has that work ethic, you know? He's kind of a chat.
すぐに人よりできるようになる。そして誰にでも優しかった。
いきなり何の話だよ。
まあ聞くだけ聞いてくれ。
Man, stop glazing yourself, bro. The self-glaze is insane.
だけど少年が完璧すぎたせいなのか、荒探しが始まった。些細なミスを見つけて必要以上に叩いたりな。
欠点を見つけたい気持ちはわかるけど。
Yeah, I mean, like, if someone, like, it kind of makes you an enemy, you know, when you're, like, so perfect, just, like, so good at everything. Everyone now just wants to, like, rally against you because they're not as perfect as you are, right? And sometimes you can't really expect someone to be such an all-rounder. Sometimes you just want to be focused on one thing, maybe for studies or sports, maybe not really both. And maybe you're not even born with those looks. There's some things you can do about looks. I obviously don't do much about that, as you can see. But I don't know. I feel as if it makes sense. I sympathize with it a little bit, but you shouldn't need to put someone down in order to feel better, right? You should, like, he provides a pretty good environment. You should be able to study with him, play sports with him, maybe ask on some, like, I don't know, skincare advice or some shit, some styling advice. You know, you don't need to put him down in order to make yourself look good. But then again, he's the easy attack dog, right?
悩んだ末に少年は勉強でも運動でもわざと失敗してみせた。
Oh.
目立たず普通になれば嫌われないと思ったんだな。
それでそいつは叩かれなくなったのかよ。
いや、わざと欠点を見せるようになったらもっとあからさまに叩かれた。
Why?
なんだよそれ。
そんな時ある先生
Why did the hate get worse now? I guess because now the people can like surpass him. They're like, who's so perfect now? They get all smug about it, even though Chitose, I'm assuming he wasn't really that smug about it, aside from like some like fake smugness. So like it's kind of fucked, right? Like if you're perfect, people gonna hate on you for being perfect, and if you suddenly stop being perfect, now people hate on you, like be smug on you and dunk on you for no longer being perfect. I think you should just live your life the way you want to live it, and surround yourself with the people that feel the same, you know, that have that shared desire to spend time with each other, that enjoy each other's company, and just live life the way that they want to as a group and as individuals. I think that's the best way to do it.
が言った。神様からのプレゼントをたくさん持って生まれてきた人は
Gifts from the
先頭に立って
gods.
みんなを
Okay, that is... Okay, what the fuck? Have the duty to take charge... Okay, that's a little bit like supremacist kind of argument. Like, I don't think like that. I just think there are people that are gifted, and sometimes that gets to their heads, and sometimes people want to put them down for those kind of gifts. The only thing they have to do is live their own lives. Don't compare themselves to the non-gifteds in any way. You don't really need to care about, not what they're thinking, but just about how your gifts affect them. Just try to live your own life the way you want to, free from other people's expectations and other people's both praise and criticism.
導いてあげる役目があるの。
That's crazy though.
それから少年はもう能力を隠すことなく
Bro removed his limiter, bro. Bro showed his true power was only at 75% power. Bro.
まっとうに努力を積み重ねていきましたとさ。
Yeah, that's the best way to live life.
そう、少年は思ったのだ。もっと高く、もっと遠く、誰にも触れられない場所で美しくあればいい。
Nah, I think that part is wrong. Obviously, you should be able to fly high, but first of all, you don't want to be an Icarus and fly into the sun. But in terms of actual things, the reason why Icarus wanted to do that is because he flew as so high that no one could touch him, right? As high as everyone was, but that place is so lonely because no one's ever flown there. No one's gonna fly there. So, do you really want to fly there? Obviously, you shouldn't surround yourself with superficial people, right? People that don't actually like you, people that put you down. But I think you surround yourself with people that enjoy your company for who you are, and also, like I said before, share that same desire to live life. So, I don't think it's really flying high alone, at least. I think you want to find your flock and fly high with them, if that makes sense.
それは例えば夜空
Also, this isn't a Ramune bottle, it's just a glass of water, sadly.
で青く輝く月のように
What?
ラムネの瓶に沈んだビー玉みたいに
Glass marble in a bottle of Ramune. Is that a thing Japanese people do? Putting a glass marble in a bottle of Ramune? Or does a bottle of Ramune just come with a glass marble?
で、その偉人って誰の
Kenta, do you have... After all those light novels, you have zero media literacy. You could not tell for a second that he was talking about himself. Are you serious right now, bro? You could not tell that he was just talking about himself. Bro, are you really this stupid?
なんだ。
かの偉人の名を千歳作という。
お前
Okay.
かよ。
Yeah, self-glaze, bro. You stop glazing me, Zohran.
ちなみに今考えた話で9割方創作だ。
Oh.
逆
Okay,
に
so 90% of that was kind of untrue. I think the teacher part was probably true. maybe hiding abilities. I don't know. It feels like so much of that could have been true. I genuinely
チアリの真実が気になるわ。でもまあ認めるよ。確かに俺の方が偏見で自分勝手に罵倒してた。
And that's nice. That's being a big man to be able to like realize your faults and just admit, I've been wrong. I was wrong to do that. You know, some incels in this situation would be like, fuck you, Ikemen. You're just a fucking man whore. You just take all the women. It's so easy for you, isn't it? When you're like me, no one ever gives me a chance, right? Like something like that. And continue on that dark path, and double down. But Kenta, at least willing to admit he's wrong.
ケンタの読んでるラノベに例えるなら、陽キャとかリア充とか呼ばれる奴らを過剰に美化、あるいは悪者にしてる。
That's actually very true. For these rom-com power fantasies where like the loser loner kid gets with the like popular girl, they over idolize popularity like a lot, because the popular girl gets like, oh, the popular girl is so cool and everything. You really want to get with the popular girl and shit. So it's like you being able to bag the popular girl is a sign of like status, sign of like, oh, you're not a loser, you know? So to an extent, they idolize popularity, but then there's the other side. You could interpret it as demonizing popularity, in that you're able to overcome that kind of like status, and someone at the top of the food chain dates someone at the fucking bottom. So you could interpret it either way, but I usually interpret it as over idolizing popularity, because it's almost like fetishizing being able to pull like the most popular pretty girl in class, rather than saying that not class, but status doesn't matter.
だろ？
けどお前らみたいなリア充ってなんだかんだ人生ぬるゲーの勝ち組じゃないの。
Playing life on easy mode, to an extent, getting good looks, being tall, that is kind of easier. But like I said before, a lot of the skills you gotta hone on your own. People skills, athleticism, what else is that? Studies. That shit you gotta work on your own, man. You can have some gifts, but it really takes a lot of benkyo, a lot of effort to be able to make it to that level. So, nah.
確認だけど、俺はそのリア充って範疇に収まってるのか？
誰が見てもそうだと思うけど。
Me too.
言うほどぬるゲーでもないぞ。喋ったこともないやつに性格悪いとかやりちんとか
That's true. You always get haters on the daily, I guess.
噂されることだって日常茶飯事だ。
すまん。でも実際マウント取ってくる陽キャはいるぞ。
まあな。ただ少なくとも俺の
Yeah, exactly. There are people that are jerks, but you should always discount those bad actors. Not all popular guys are assholes. Some popular guys are popular because they're just nice, good people, and like you shouldn't just discriminate an entire group of people simply because they have higher status or class than you.
はいいやつばっかりだぞ。
確かに。柊も内田も普通に話しかけてくれた。
マウント取って自分の位置を上げたってマシな人間になる。
Getting one up on others isn't going to make you a better person. That's true. Simply like getting fitter, getting more attractive, getting like athleticism, getting better at studies, it gets you an up on people, but it doesn't make you a better person. You still gotta put in the effort to attract people, to charm people, to make sure that you're a likable guy, right? That's the core of you needs to be strong before the outside, the superficial elements can really work, right? Because it's useless to be able to like attract fish if you're not able to charm them, if you get what I mean.
るわけじゃないからな。他人は他人、自分で自分を誇れればそれでいい。
でも千歳なら恋愛だけはぬるゲーだろ。
Yeah, that is true.
確かにモテる。だけどそれは誰かの行為に振りま。
Bro, that's not a problem, motherfucker. That's why are you treating that like a problem? Like, oh, my steak is too juicy and my lobster's too fucking buttery. Like, okay, to an extent that is actually a problem. Like, you know, like with like maybe hot girls, like people keep like fucking confessing to them, catching feelings for them, and that is like it does suck to have someone that's like your friend and then just suddenly be like, oh, I actually really like you for a long time, like your best girlfriend or best guy friend. So it is a bit of a problem. It's just kind of framing it like this kind of sucks for especially when you're talking to like a loser like Kenta.
回されることと裏表だ。 一方的に言い寄られて断ったら悪者扱い。
That okay, yeah, that is also a problem. Like if you get rejected by like a childhood friend or like your best friend, you just gotta take it on the chin, man. Take the L and go.
なんてな。それに本当は仲間としてずっとつるんでいたい相手に告白されて断らなきゃいけないって結構答えるんだよ。
Yeah, and then they turn out to be an asshole and crash out on you. Okay, you know what? That is a bit of a problem. I didn't let him finish. I prejudiced him before. You know, I got to know him. Kind of like Kenta.
さ、俺の話も聞いてくれるか。
ようやくここからってとこか。
Yeah, he's willing to open up. I think we've broken the ice a lot, and I don't remember the Kenta backstory being now.
実は
あ、それは大体わかるぞ。学外のサークルでいわゆる姫的な女の子に。
Oh no, oh no. Oh shit, that does sound very accurate though. Listen, when I got rejected as well, I was sad for like a day. Then like after that I just acted sad to get out of doing math class. Now then like, hey, if I'm gonna get rejected, I might as well get the benefits of being rejected, right?
優しくされて恋に落ちたけど、その子の本命は別のイケてる男だった。そんで人間関係そのものが怖くなって学校にも行けなくなったってとこか。
なぜそれ。
Bro hit the nail on the head, bro. Bro fucking stalked his backstory. Also, is it just me or does this girl look like Ana Yanami? Wait, this is Ana Yanami. Okay, wait, who's this girl? Fuck, I feel like I should know. This isn't... Okay, it makes me think of Komi a little bit, but no. Fuck. If anyone comes by, I'm gonna have to do that.
他にどうしても付け加えたいことは？
告白した時、何勘違いしてんの。私があんた。
The worst she can say is no. Am I so ugly that you thought you had a chance? Oh!
なんか相手にするわけないじゃんって言われた。
Yikes.
うわぁ、女の子からそんなこと言われてよくお天道様。
Yeah, you know what? I just dropped that after that. Like, after that, it's fucking over, bro. I'm not gonna show my face in society after that. Nah.
の下歩けるな。
だから引きこもってんだよ。
お前
I'm literally not. That is kind of
意
funny.
外とノリいいな。
お前の冗談が際どすぎだろ。
Bro, the ice is gonna melt and the drinks are gonna overflow. Yuko, did you really think that through?
どうだった？なんかね、すっごい仲良くなってた。
Nice.
それでまだ未練があるのか？
相手の子、ミキちゃんって言うんだ
And my feelings completely gone. I don't know.
けど、彼女への気持ちはもう冷めてる。やっぱ3次元はクソだな。
3D girls are just garbage. Nah, way, bro. We got the fucking guy the main guy from Konobi, bro. I forgot his name. Fuck. What was his name? Whatever. 3D girls suck. 2D girls for the win.
学校はどうする？
もしリア充になれるまで指南してくれるなら、学校。
Nuh-uh. Wrong mindset, bro. It's not about how to become popular. It's just how to live life. Well, you shouldn't care about what other people think about you. You should just care about what you think about yourself, you know? Just try to be the best you can be, not the best you for other people.
ここに行こうと思ってる。
断る。大前提として俺は別に毎日お前とつるみたいとは思えない。甘えんな。自分が描きたい物語。
Yeah, and that too. You can't just depend on me for everything, right? Like, if you want me to dictate every fucking action you do to get popular, and that's just false popularity. It's fragile.
の責任は自分で持て。
Exactly.
けどまあ、俺自身の美学のためにもう一度歩き出すところま
You
で。
can absolutely help him out in some ways, you know, get him to freshen up, get fit a little bit. But there's a lot of things he needs to do on his own, right? And a lot of things that he should take charge on, take responsibility for. So it's that balance, you know, helping someone but also keeping their independence. It's very tricky, but I think Chitose can find it.
付き合ってもいいが、どうする？
頼みたい。千歳のことは信頼できるような気がする。
長々と付き合う気はないぞ。期限は3週間だ。
Okay, this part was crazy though. The fact that he is able to like make him glow up in 30 weeks. Like, I've already watched the anime. I know this. I know what happens, but the fact that he was able to make him glow up like that much in 3 weeks is just mind-boggling to me. What the hell?
俺に伝えられるのは 健太が自分に胸張って生きていくための指針だけ。それには何かしら目標が欲しいな。
Yeah, I kind of think you do need a goal in life. Not to an extent, you can live goalless, but it's kind of hard to live for yourself if you don't know what living for yourself really means.
そのミキちゃんたちを見返す。
Bro, enough. Bro, this man has such a very like what a bad mindset. Like show Miki-chan and the others who's boss. Nah. Don't live like have this mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna glow up, I'm gonna get fit and shit. And then I'm gonna pull up to her with some hoes and be like, oh, look at what you're missing out and shit. Nah. You don't do that, man. You don't. You gotta just approach life the way you want to live it. Don't live for other people's. Don't live to like subvert other people's expectations or to live up to other people's expectations. That's even worse. Just live for yourself. You don't need to show people who's boss. Just show yourself who's boss. Show yourself who you can be.
たいっていう気持ちはあるかも。
お、わかりやすくていいじゃないか。惜しい男を振ったって思わせてやろうぜ。だがさっき3次元の女はどうこう言ってたのはいただけない。
けど何考えてるかわからないし。
You don't know what anyone's thinking, right? You're never gonna know what someone's thinking unless you can like ask them, right? Like obviously don't say, what are you thinking right now? But like, you know, it's part of that communication, the desire to know each other. You just gotta approach them with an honest outlook, approach them as equals, and approach them with genuine sincerity and a desire to know more about them. Then you can get more of an inkling into how they think. They're not as scary once you get to know them, unless they're actually assholes and you know the people that lead you on and shit. That's bad. But that's a subsection of girls, right? There's the main. Most girls are not sluts or anything.
女の子の前でカッコつけるために意地を張るのが男だろ。
でもやだ、3次元怖い。
貴様は3次元のおっぱいの柔らかさを。
Bro thinks he's talking to Issei-kun, bro. Bro is talking to Issei from High School DxD. What the fuck?
知りたくないのか。いい男になれば言うことあんなことやこんなことができる。
Will he end up with? I don't think he's gonna end up with Yuko. Wait a minute. Is this Dangers in My Heart? This is Ichikawa. Is this Ichikawa and Yamada? Nah, it's a bit of a stretch, maybe. But with the Anna Yanami thing here, I don't know. Maybe.
かもしれないんだぞ。
マジですか？
マジのマジのマジだ。無茶ぶりつきたいか。
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I want a motorboat. Sorry about that. That was probably really loud.
無茶ぶりつきたいです。
3次元のおっぱいは好きか？
好きです。
私のことは神と呼べ。
そこにはさ神。
Bro was able to get him to call him Kami. These subs kind of suck because I think Kami means more like God, but that's just me.
下半身から声を出せ。
3次元に無茶ぶりつきたい。
魂を捧げろ。
He turned into fucking Issei from High School DxD. Ah!
ふざけんな。あれは俺のおっぱいだ。お前には
Those are your boobies. Get your own. Yeah, you should not. You should not like. Don't cheat on people. Don't have an affair with people. That's bad. No.
やらん。
Then again, he's not in a relationship with Yuko, so she is fair game.
お母さん、長い間心配かけてごめん。
あ、二人ともお疲れ。
あら、出てきたのあんた。失恋して落ち込んでたんですって。明日からは学校行きなさいよ。
あ、はい。
Man, what a nice mom. My parents would have just dragged me out and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't skip fucking school. You got exams coming up. Fucking, a girl rejected you? Son, didn't I tell you not to let relationships get in the way of your studies?
柊さんもごめん。
ゆうこでいいよ、ケンタッチ。
Kentachi. Oh. Oh, wow. First name a nickname basis.
サクにごめんなさいしたんなら大丈夫。でもまずはお風呂入ろっか。
Take a shower first. When was the last time you showered, bro?
ですよね。
髪の毛も切ってあげる。
What? You know, once to save money, I had my friends cut my hair for me, and they cut the back of my hair in the shape of a dick. They have like a dick-shaped hole in my hair, so I'm never gonna trust them again.
そんじゃあバッサリいっちゃうよ。
やるべきことは2つ。 まずはコミュ力の向上だ。
はい。
もう一つは外見の改善。手始めにダイエットだな。
努力します。
Just stop eating those fucking hamburgers. You know, I have to bulk. Like, you have no idea how easy you have it, man. I have to fucking work and eat more. You guys have to eat less. Okay, you know what? No, I have it easier. Sorry.
スマホ出せるか？ SNS 匿名掲示板は当面禁止。
Chronically online. Hey, I'm also chronically on. You know what? I should not be bragging about that.
いつまですか？
もう動いちゃ
Bro,
ダメ。
for how long?
見知らぬ他人に
I gotta get my Reddit karma, bro. Come on. My Discord Nitro isn't gonna pay for itself.
毒吐くことがいかにしょうもないか理解。
Oh, he's a Twitter retard. Fuck. He's one of those like Twitter. I don't know whether he's okay. Is Kenta a chud or woke? I think he's a chud. Yeah, with the way he talks about women. Not to say that he can't be woke. It would be really weird though to be a woke and anti-woman woke. That's kind of weird. So I think he's more chudded than woke. So fucking Twitter chud. Glazing President Trump, hating the Jews and shit. Ah, I can see it right now. I can see it now.
できるまでだ。
ああ。
不思議な時間だった。どこか一つでもボタンを掛け違えていたら、こんな瞬間には遭遇できなかったはずだ。
That's true. It was very unstable, and in trying to break that ice, it could have definitely stepped on a landmine and touched on a nerve that would have made him flip out. But, I mean, it worked out, so you don't need to discuss hypotheticals about the past. Just keep moving forward towards the future, right? And you know what? He's getting a bit of a makeover.
あるいは、どこかでボタンを掛け違えたから、今俺たち3人は。
Interesting. Because if you think about it, Plain Jane didn't work even though she should have worked. And with Yuko coming in, we really did just press all the wrong buttons. We broke his window, came in. And you know what? It's because we were so adamant pressing the wrong buttons and so willing to like cross that gap and break the ice. I think that kind of spoke to him and made him open up a little bit more, especially with how you were able to humanize yourself. I think you press some right buttons, but you also press some wrong ones, and that's okay. You don't need to do a perfect job in order to get to someone.
ここにいるのかもしれない。
どうやって説得したの？
さっさと他に好きな子見つけろって諭しただけだよ。
I mean, that's kind of true, but you can't just say that, right? You can't just be like, get over it and get another girl. But I think he said it in a different tone than that.
まあ、サクが初対面で雑な態度取るの知ってるし。
Yeah.
それに。
Like, even if it's true advice, you gotta be able to put it in the right way, right? Like, obviously don't shoot the messenger, but you gotta package the message kind of nicely. You can't just give them a crumpled letter.
最初の印象が最悪だとしても、結果として大好きになっちゃうことだってあるよね。私みたいに。
Okay, Yuko.
黒歴史を思い出させるのはやめて。
Oh? Chitose has a cringe I want to know this shit, man. What is so cringe about Chitose's past that he doesn't want to know? I want to know.
もしもさ、本当に心を許してくれた時にはいろんな話をしたいね。言いたいことも聞きたいことも、それこそ文句だって。もっとずっといっぱいあるんだよ。
ゆっくり歩いていけばいいさ。
That's just a rejection. Yeah, Yuko's not gonna win. I wonder which girl is gonna win. Probably, actually, you know what? I do know. It's probably gonna be a white-haired girl. Let's be real.
試しにさ、家の外に出て今日みたいに喧嘩したり、気になる女の子の話題で盛り上がったり、また振られて落ち込んだりしてみようぜ。どうやらそういうのを青春って呼ぶらしい。
Absolutely. I think the subtitle's a little wrong there. He said seishun, which is, I think it's more so those are the youthful experiences, both the highs and the lows. You know, having fun with the guys, talking about girls you like, but also getting rejected. You know, the highs and lows of youth, right? It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it's just such a beautiful mixture. You know, it's such a beautiful set of experiences that we put under youth, and you only get one chance to experience it, so don't waste it.
ガチで胃がつり
What? You got fucking burger withdrawal syndrome?
とりあえず今日はこれで。
いいか、本当に変われるやつっていうのは今。
No, that's not true. Real change doesn't happen in an instant. I think instances can lead to real change, but real change is gradual. It's just that these instances, they gradually build up. These instances where you reject eating the fast food and eating more healthy, dieting, those small instances, they all eventually add up to a huge change. Sedikit-dikit menjadi bukit is a phrase in Malay, a very famous one. And so I think Chitose is just straight up wrong here. Also, fast breaking time. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma kasumna wa amana wa rizki kaftana bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma barik lana fi ma satana wa qina sabna. Amin. Our Muslims who break fast with a date, because the Prophet did as well. I don't know the full story. I just do it. I'm gonna get some water first because I haven't drank any water all day. I'm fucking thirsty. So, yeah. Be right back. Alright. Alright. Let's get back to the rest of the episode. Hold up. That's not good. Bye-bye. Alright. I'm gonna be eating during the thing. I'm sorry. But the Muslims gotta break.
この瞬間から変われる。本気で覚悟して行動した時点で人はもう変わり始めているんだよ。
That's true. That first step is very important, but I think more important than anything is the fourth step, the third step, the fifth step. Those next steps, because it's easy to get that short burst of motivation, right? It's very easy to get that short burst. But being able to turn that motivation into habit, into something, into a routine that you repeat instead of just like off and on, that's the important part. So I fully disagree with Chitose here. It's not instant. It starts in an instant, but it certainly doesn't end in that same instant.
ってことは俺もすでに。
そういうことになるな。
Yeah.
ほら、行くぞ。おはよう。不登校だった山崎健太くんが無事学校に復帰しました。はい拍手。
I think they were reluctantly just like, well, yeah, sure, the kami said so.
ちなみに原因は学外のサークルで好きな子に振られたからだそうです。
神。
I mean, okay, it's kind of like a risky play because they're obviously gonna laugh and shit, but I think a lot of guys can relate to that. So I don't think they laugh, but I don't think it's laughing really at you. It's more like laughing with you and like, man, that sucks. You know, that kind of thing.
それ言う必要ありました。笑い物にされちゃいますよ。
そう、笑い物になるのさ。
は？
誰にも知られたくないだろうから、みんなくれぐれも内密に。
いやいや、たった今あなたが広めちゃったし。
サクって意外とアホの子だから、これ以上バラされる前にこっち来た方がいいぞ。
I mean, to an extent, you need to embarrass yourself to be funny. Like, I make myself look like an idiot all the time to crack a joke or two, right? You gotta play a little bit of that ditzy idiot. But obviously, like, you can't just be complete, like, idiotic, right? You gotta still be, have some smartness to you. People aren't just gonna like someone that's a complete clown. But, you know, complete clowns do have their purpose. It's just that you're not really gonna get too close, you know?
もしかして女子がコスプレしてくれるやつか？
バカ。
What? 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 Is this dude, like, really obsessed with cosplay or some shit? Like, why was this his first question?
女子がコスプレしてくれるやつか？
バカ。山崎はカツ丼でも食って元気だしな。
Katsudon is pretty good though. I really like katsudon. Wait, let me just drink some water.
神、これは。
言ったろ、笑い物になるのさ。こういうのは後ろめたそうにしてるから余計な詮索するやつが出てくるんだ。
Yeah, it's true, but having that kind of air of mystery kind of work. It's just that for Kenta, I don't know whether like having that kind of like oh mysterious aura, like oh he doesn't want to know. Like, I don't think that's that works for him.
だから自分でネタにする。ただし何でもないことのようにあっけらかんとな。
Yeah, self-deprecating humor. It definitely works to an extent, but don't make it go too far.
いやマジでめっちゃ可愛かったし、いい感じだと思ってたんだよ。マックのポテトをいつも分けてくれたし、ハンカチ借りたらそのまま。
She shared her McD fries with me? Really? Listen, I don't know if I've told this story before, but okay, and I hope she's not watching this, but if she is, you know who you are. You know who you are. So it was this girl, right? I liked her, and we were in a business class, right? We had a business subject class. So we were playing Shodaiti, a card game, 4 people around the table. I was sitting opposite of her. Okay, we were in the middle of a round. We were like in between rounds, not in the middle of one. So you know, a round just ended. We were gonna start the next one, and randomly, she started playing footsies with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Turns out she just likes to do that with her friends. But crazy, bro. Like, made me think. You know, made me think. And yeah, didn't end very well. But footsies is a way better sign that a girl likes you than McD fries.
ポテトをいつも分けてくれたし、ハンカチ借りたらそのままプレゼントしてくれたし。
わかるぞケンタ。
I mean, like, it's not. Maybe I'd think like maybe, but I would still like put that idea down as like, no, you're just being delusional. Like, it took footsies for me to finally be like, oh, maybe she likes me. There is another girl that. No, I'm not gonna talk about her.
それ勘違いするわ。
恋愛偏差値低く。私だってカイトにタオル貸したら返してほしく。
Yo, that's kinda. Yo, wait a minute. I mean, she's not wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't want to give it back.
ないから。
なんでだよ。
めっちゃ汗吸って臭そうだし。
どうした？
What? I thought girls were into that stuff. I mean, it's certainly a sign a girl likes you, but that doesn't mean that every girl who likes you will let you sweat. All right, that's not true.
やっぱ俺臭そうに見えるのかなって。
今のは仲間内のじゃれ合いだぞ。
でも
コミュニケーションの基本は
相手を知り自分を知ってほしいと思うことですよね。
そう。いじりといじめの境界線はそう。
Yeah, like if something goes too far, absolutely tell them, right? Like if you think that's a bit too far for you, then like establish boundaries. Be willing to do that, and you know, if they're not gonna go with it, then like fine, just go without them, right? It's that's part of the essence of communication, right? Being able to establish boundaries and communicating what makes you comfortable, what makes you not.
ご理解の上の信頼関係だ。相手を知れば悪意を持ってマウント取りに来るやつなのか、愛あるいじりなのかは自然とわかる。
Yeah.
もし悪意に満ちたいじめをしてくるやつ
Then fuck them, man. Leave them, right? You don't have to deal with them. There's plenty of people out there that will love you for you and won't like trash you all the time.
だったら。
徹底的にぶっ潰せ。その時は背中ぐらい守ってやるさ。
All right, look at that. He's a nice kami, all right.
これ何？
豆腐そうめんと
Damn, man, she looks kind of good. Are those bell peppers or tomatoes?
ささみが入った野菜スープ。
女子か。
実は俺ダイエット中でさ、神がこれ食べるようにって。
It looks good though. I would eat that. Like, even if it wasn't healthy, I'd fucking eat that.
太らんようにセーブするだけでも気使うのにもうつけね。
Yeah, having to go into like a calorie deficit, very difficult, right? Technically, the only thing I have to do is just either eat less calories or exercise more. Some people like to go the former. Some people like to go the latter. I would go with exercise more. That's easier. It's like hitting the treadmill is way easier to me than eating less. Like I love eating, but I'm not really fat or anything somehow. It's honestly annoying that I'm skinny because like, bro, I eat more than some of my like actual fat friends, and it's just like, what?
うららも一緒に頑張ろうさ。
ああ、今日はコテコテの福井弁なんですね。
そもそもなん
Wait, dialect? Okay, Japanese reference ruined that.
でダイエットなんだよ。
その振られたのをきっかけに。
よし、全部話して楽になれ。
いわゆるオタサってやつに入ってて、男3人、女の子1人の。
その子に惚れちまったわけだの？
うん。ミキちゃんって言うんだけど。
コスプレはするのか？
Bro,
イベントとか。
what is your deal with cosplay, bro? Why is this guy so obsessed with fucking cosplay? Like my guy, give it a break.
でたまに。
マジかよ。とりあえずユズキとウッチーで想像しとく。
Bro, this man, I can see what the girls don't like him.
はよしね。
この場合は福井弁で早く話を進めてじゃなくてさっさと死ねかもしれない。怖い。
ミキちゃんとはそこまで仲良かったわけじゃないんだけど、急に話しかけてくるようになって、俺にだけジュース一口くれたり。
Alright, you know what? I think it is. Okay, I've watched the entire arc, so I know how it is. But at this point, like, it is kind of like she led him on. I think less of the blame lies with Kenta here.
やっぱり脈ありっぽいよな。
あれもそう思って、めちゃくちゃ勇気出して付き合ってほしいって伝えたんだ。そしたら。
何勘違いしてんの？私があんたなんか相手にするわけないじゃん。だとさ。
なんだよそれ。
もともとリーダーが好きで嫉妬させたかったらしい。二人が。
Damn. Using you to cuck the leader. Fuck, man. I'm not gonna say all girls are like this. There are some guys like this too. It's just people can be bitches like that, and if I was in the leader's shoes, I'd be like, bro, that's kind of fucked up. Like, what? You were using him in order to get with me? That's fucked up. But we do see how fucked up the leader himself is later on. So then again, I don't know.
嫉妬させたかったらしい。二人が付き合い始めてからは空回りしてる俺を見てみんなで笑ってたんだってさ。
それで見返してやりたいってわけだ。
ちょっとめめしいけど、そんなとこ。
大丈夫。
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of manly to want revenge like that for people that humiliated you. But like I said before, live for you, and you do kind of, you don't really want to get them off scot-free, but you don't need to, like, you don't let this revenge consume you. Just kind of do it and be nonchalant about it.
弱い自分と向き合える人間はきっと強くなる。
まっすぐ気持ちを伝えた山崎はめめしくないっしょ。
同感。せっかくならとびきりいい男になってやろう。
何かあったらいつでも話せよ。
I trust this dude.
同じくだ。
I don't trust this dude.
最後まで策を信じてれば大丈夫。
Believe in Saku. Believe in the kami, bro. Gok, 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 gok. Bro, the glaze is insane, man. Get off this man's dick.
でも、サク君の冗談は真に受けないでね。
He does a lot of self-deprecating humor. He might tease you a little bit too, but it's all in good faith. And if all of them were meant to be taken seriously, then he would also hate himself, which he kind of does, but we'll see that.
いいやつらだろ。ほら。
Look at that.
ちなみにこれがお約束ってやつだ。
I feel like that played into his trauma a little bit too much, Chitose, but okay, yeah, sure. Fun little banter.
さっきの茶番は何なの？
さすがにお見通しか。
まったく自分のことしか考えてない俺様キャラのふりしてほんとただの善人。
違うね。自己満。
Look out for number one. So, is he saying that Chitose acts like he only looks out for himself, but he's actually a plain old good guy? Is that what he's trying to say? I don't really get it, not gonna lie.
とただの善人。
違うね、自己満足さ。それで健太のことをどう思う？
差別はしないけど区別はする。少なくとも自分に言い訳しないで生きてるタイプには見えなかったね。
He didn't seem like the guy who doesn't make excuses in life. He does make excuses a lot. I agree with that. He does make excuses. Like every day before, he fucking blamed everyone. Oh, I hate women. Like, the popular kids, I hate them. You know, a bit of an incel mentality. So, yeah, he's like that. But he's working for change. You know what? You gotta respect the guy for doing that.
そういう人間が急に変われるとも思えない。
ま、これまではな。
へえ、これからを信じてるわけだ。
I mean, if Kenta can believe in that, fuck it. I'll believe in it too. It may take some time, but I think the change is possible.
人から見たら意味のわからないことに意地を張るのが男ってもんだろ。
Being able to do what other people say makes no sense. What people don't believe in. That's what makes a man. I don't agree with that, but well, no, I do kind of agree with that. Being able to go against the grain, that is kind of manly, but what even is manly these days?
意地を張るのが男ってもんだろ。
実に千歳らしいやり方だな。
というと、
過剰に大行でいたずらな美学。
Yes, you did not need to break the window, but I mean, it kind of worked, right? There was a little bit of aura there. It was kind of cool. I liked it.
に満ちている。
無駄が多いって。
Not efficient enough.
ヒーローってのは大抵が無意味な美学に縛られているもんさ。
無意味な美学。
Meaningless philosophies. I think they're meaningful. What someone values in life, what someone prioritizes, what someone believes in, those aren't meaningless to me, at least. I feel like only a cynical person would say that.
否定してるわけじゃない。寄り道回り道は人生の一番美味しいところだからな。
ちょっと聞いてもいい？
Okay, I thought Chitose was smoking for a second, but no, he's just drinking some coffee.
ちょっと聞いてもいい？
給料日まであと4日。残金は1200円。
1200 yen for 4 days. That's 300 per day. Oh no. How do you live like that?
貸せる金はないぞ。
Useless. You're supposed to give me money.
クラセンは自分らしく生きるってどういうことだと思う？
珍しい質問じゃないか。
The fucking free run. It's not really the free run looking up, but it's kind of close to it.
ありがちな美辞レイクだが、今いる場所を進みたい道を自分のコンパスで指し示せるやつはそう多くない。
It's flowery rhetoric that sounds great. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, what they believe in, it kind of gets into this like flowery rhetoric. It's like, oh, I believe in love and peace and shit, but not all. But those values, they don't get us as far in life. They don't give us that much direction. It's just that I think that while it isn't really a compass. It isn't really like a compass or a map. It still is like a guiding force to me. Something that, while it doesn't affect us that much, is still important to at least me to get us on the right path, you know? Or what we believe to be the right path. It doesn't really tell us where we are, it doesn't tell us where we're headed, but it's not supposed to. On its own, it's just supposed to tell us what feels like the right path to us. Right? So just let us live with that a little bit.
自分のコンパスで指し示せるやつはそう多くない。だから他人を見てあっちの方が正しいんじゃないかと羨んだり、安心を得るために自分と同じ場所まで引きずってこようとする。
That is very true though. We love comparing ourselves to others, right? Love looking at them and wondering how to be like them, better like them, or even trying to put them down, right? It sucks, but Kenta is not alone in doing that. So, like I said before, live for yourself, man. Just be happy that you improve, right? Don't be happy with yourself completely. You can always get better. Just be happy at decent amounts of improvement.
を得るために自分と同じ場所まで引きずってこようとするんだ。
クラセンは他の大人よりも正しいコンパスを持ってるように見えるけどな。
まさかそんなものは誰も持っていない。
Yeah, no one really knows where they're going in life or even where they are in life. Like, no one has a perfect compass. It's just that they have the compass that they've got, so they might as well see where it takes them, I guess.
違いは自分のコンパスこそが正しいと信じられるかどうか。
Even if you might not have a perfect compass, being able to live for yourself, believing in yourself, in what you do, and just being able to trust that your compass will lead you to some place, to a good place, that is very important. I fully agree with that. Your compass, it's not going to be 100% accurate, but you need to believe in it. Always try to improve it, obviously. You should try to get better judgment in life, but don't seek perfection, just seek yourself, right? And seek the best destination for yourself. And that's a good motto.
その一点だけさ。
It is. You can't rely on other people's compasses, because these paths, they could cross it, maybe you can't, or maybe it'll take them to a place that they like, but not a place that you'll like. You can't rely on other people's compasses, and they might not even be reliable in the first place. So just rely on your own, even if it's not that reliable as well. Just trust in yourself.
コンパスは今でも空を指しているだろうか。あの日、憧れ、手を伸ばした月よ。
何はともあれ。
Okay, is my compass pointing at the sky or the moon I longingly reached out toward? I think what he means by that is because the moon is like obviously like during night time it's daytime right now, so the moon's gone. So what he means by this line, I think, is that is the compass saying to go forward, to push forward with this task of rebuilding Kenta, or is it saying to move back, right? Pointing at the moon which he reached out toward. Whatever that moon means, you know, back to I guess those youthful experiences. I don't know. Yeah, the youthful experiences, you know, just being able to enjoy life, forget about Kenta. But no way, it can't be pointing at the moon. It must be pointing towards the sky. Or it's nothing to do with Kenta, and it's more towards like, do you want to fly higher or do you want to stay safe, and go with the moon? I don't know.
何はともあれ、ご苦労だったな。
そういえば見返りの話を。
おっと、もうすぐ風俗の時間だ。
As for my reward, oops, gotta go. Sorry.
待てこらおっさん。
もしもし、4日後の21時から。
予約してんじゃね
that was nice. That was nice. And that is another episode of Chitose is in the Ramune bottle. Man, I love this show. I love this show. It is very entertaining. Sometimes Chitose is egotistical, but it's more thought-provoking, I think. That's kind of what's better about light novel-based shows. There are some more like subtle, like very interesting, introspective lines that are very interesting to me. My hands are covered in fucking Cheeto dust, so I can't really scroll through the episode as well, because I have to use my left hand now, so that's not going to be very nice. But we got a little bit of Chitose's backstory here. We got to get through to Kenta. That's the big moment here. We want a motorboat. We want a motorboat. He's calling us Kami. Kami. We're getting him a makeover, and you know what? I think he's getting through. He's breaking through his shell, and I think he's gonna fit in with the group. And he's eventually, once he gets his revenge, I think he should be able to live for himself, right? I think that's the main, the message that you should take away from this. But that last part with Kura-sen was also very interesting, you know, with the compass. And yeah, you just need to be able to trust yourself. Like, obviously, you should try to make your judgment better, but just be able to trust your judgment and where it's gonna lead, and maybe it'll take you to someplace great. And if it doesn't, well, gotta keep trucking along. So, yeah, I'm liking this show. The Kenta arc is the weakest in my opinion, and because I've watched all 10 episodes already, but I still enjoy it a lot. So we'll see what happens next episode, but that's gonna be it for this reaction. If you're still here, go away now, but not before subscribing, liking, ringing the bell, commenting down below, and be sure to check out the playlist over there for even more Chitose is in the Ramune bottle content. And as always, until next time, peace.